TikTok has announced they're now allowing up to 10 minutes of video on the platform. But does that mean we should be taking advantage of this? Let's break down when you should and should not be considering using 10-minute videos on TikTok. Now, the first thing to remember is they currently allow up to 3 minutes. And if you don't have the 10-minute feature yet, don't worry, it is rolling out. But we know with all of these platforms, it usually takes a little bit of time for people to gain access to these new features. So that means you may not have it right this second. So if you don't have it right this second, that's okay, it's coming. 3 minutes of video is what we're allowed right now, but most people choose not to use it. Why is that? This is because TikTok has created an environment where we like very short pieces of content. In fact, the best performing pieces of content are all very, very short. They're like under 15 or 10 seconds long because that is the attention span that people give to the app. So shorter is always going to be better when it comes to creating your content. If, however, you have something that is so good, so informational, an educational piece of content that is a little bit longer, sometimes those can do really well. So if you have a piece of content that is so incredibly good and educational that it takes more than 60 seconds, on occasion you'll get people to stick around. Now you're going to see the longer the videos go, the more people drop off, which lowers your retention rate. So they're looking at the percentage of the video that people are actually staying for. So if you've got a longer video and they leave earlier, that's a problem for you. So at that point, they are now allowing us to go up to 10 minutes of content as a direct hit toward YouTube. They are definitely trying to take away views from YouTube. They're definitely trying to take away people over on the YouTube platform where monetization is better. And so this is their response to people hanging out over on YouTube. However, with the community that they've bred, with the people that they've created on this platform, it's not going to go very well in most cases. Now, does this mean you can't do it? No. But does this mean you need to be very, very strategic about how you do it? Yes. If you are going to be putting videos that are longer than 60 seconds, you really want to make sure that is as infrequent as possible. So if you have something that you would have to break into part 1, part 2, part 3, and it's really, really good and people will really like it, go for it. Make a longer video, use however long you're going to need, but don't take forever. Remember, we always say when you're creating content, say what you need to say in the shortest amount of time possible and get out of the way. If you could say something in 20 seconds and you take 50 seconds to say it, that's a problem. If you could take a 20-second video and get it down to 15 seconds, that's going to be better for you. So shorter is always going to be better. Now, keep in mind, this does need to be vertical content. It needs to be up and down just like TikTok is. And you do have to make sure that it is engaging. You cannot add music to videos over 60 seconds long. So that's something you would have to do with Epidemic Sound, which is linked down below, or some other music licensing platform if you want music involved with it. You need to be very quick about your cuts. If it's slow, if it drags, if it takes time to get to the point, people are going to leave. If you give them any opportunity to swipe away, they will. So use this very, very sparingly. I actually recommend that you're not necessarily jumping into this if you can help it. If you have something in it, you have to put it out. Feel free to try it. It is definitely worth a shot, but be aware that your watch rate retention will probably go down on that unless you are exceptionally good at keeping people's focus for a very specific reason. This could be something where you actually want at the beginning of what you're saying to introduce your video and then say, this is a longer video. If you need to come back to this later, just save this video and let people come back to it later on. That's a great way to get that interaction while they continue to swipe because they're in the wrong mindset for a longer form video. So make sure that you are encouraging them, giving them those calls to action and telling them exactly what they're going to learn during the course of your longer video so they know how long they are going to be investing and why they're going to be investing their time when they could be swiping for more entertaining things. So yes, you have the ability to try it now. Now's a great time, especially since they're going to be pushing it because it's a new feature, but it could also affect your algorithm standing if people are not sticking around for the duration of that video. So make sure you are using that very strategically. I would say maybe once a month if you're going to be doing a longer video because it will not necessarily work super well for you. Think about the way that it works on Instagram. People gravitate toward these shorter videos, even though we have the ability to post those longer videos and have for a long time. So let me know what you think. Do you like 10-minute videos on TikTok? Get down in my comments and let me know. And let me know if you've got more questions on how to grow on TikTok. We're dropping brand new videos every single day on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, live streaming, and the tools and resources you need to make sure that you are doing this easy, done with you content that we're creating for you so that you don't even have to think about what you're posting. You just have to fill in a couple blanks, record it, post it, and get back to running your business. I'll see you next week for our live Q&A. Ask me anything, drop your questions below, and I'll see you then.